So I met this guy in Dar es Salaam on eastern Tanzania, and he's from a cow herding family. He's from the Maasai tribe, which you're familiar with. So he migrated from the Kenyan border down to Tanzania, and in his time in Tanzania, he kind of started meeting more and more tourists. And I was telling you how like tourism is becoming big, and people are starting to get, not starting to, but definitely continue to get more and more licenses and stuff. So basically, he kind of started like makeshift kind of showing tourists around and things. And he had been doing this for 2 or 3 years when I met him. And then one day he comes up to me and he says, Shaker, what is Skype? How do I use Skype? And I was kind of confused, like, this is sort of an out of context question. Like, you're showing me how to filter water and now you're asking me how, like, what is Skype? So he's like, well, no, I met this lady from Bulgaria 2 years ago in Zanzibar, and she took pictures of me, and now she's gonna be having a party in Bulgaria, and she wants me to be at the party, and she says I can be at the party with Skype. I don't understand. So I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's set up Skype. So we found there was one bar in Dar es Salaam that had a fast enough connection for Skype. So we went to that one bar. We logged in with the Skype account. He had some kind of a username or something for us to contact. The call starts, and it opens up on a room, actually kind of like this one, with like 150 people in it. With this guy's name is Ole. Ole's pictures plastered everywhere. Like pictures of Ole like at the beach, pictures of Ole with like an elephant behind him, pictures of Ole like, you know, walking around, pictures of Ole jumping. All the stuff that Ole does. It was like, you know, like an Ole exhibition. So we go through, I mean, we're on the Skype call for an hour or so, and Ole's sitting here with his like traditional Maasai jewelry and his Maasai garb and everything. And it was really cool seeing this, that he had no idea what Skype was, but he's now sort of the guest of honor at this party. They had him on this giant screen in Bulgaria, and people were coming and saying, "Hi Ole, I'm from Cuba," and Ole'd say, "Shaker, what's Cuba?" And then I'd say, well, it's a Spanish-speaking country. And he'd say, oh, okay, hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Ole. Suddenly this guy knew, I mean, he knew how to greet people in different languages. Someone came from France. He was like greeting them in French. He was greeting people in Mandarin, in English, of course. It was really cool. So we knew a little bit of 6 or 7 different languages. None of these people knew him, but they would buy a picture of him and then show him on the screen. Look, I just bought a picture of you. There were women saying like, Ole, call me, you're really sexy, and stuff. And this guy was having the time of his life. So this happened maybe about a year ago. And I got back to the States, and maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I see a notification that Ole has added me as a friend on Facebook. And I'm thinking, all right, this guy sleeps on the beach. Like every night he would sleep on the beach. He certainly didn't have a computer, but apparently he had made his way to an internet cafe to get a Facebook account and add me. And I figure, oh cool, I'm like one of Ole's first friends. It turns out I'm like Ole's 800th friend. And all the other friends are all these tourists that like he's starting to build this little like legit tourism business now where he's inviting people to Zanzibar and he's going to take them on fishing expeditions, and then they're going to go over to Dar and he's going to show them what Dar es Salaam is like, then take them to the Maasai country in southern Kenya and show them what his village is like. So Ole he's making it happen.